Welcome everybody to the Alternative Sports Show, powered by Virgin Magazine. Yes, this isn't Zoom, this is in person. It's a bit weird, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not stuck in the cupboard as normal.
A bit more professional.
Yeah, exactly.
We are here at the Stratford Hotel, thanks to WWE NXT UK. We've got a load of superstars to chat to. This is pretty wild. I figured out, Dre, how we're going to figure this out. Let's see rock, paper, scissors, who's going to do the interviews. Ready? Let's go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's see how I won. If I lost, I was going to do it anyways, because I'm the wrestling guy out of this group. So
good old Rock.
Take a look at this. There's a bunch of interviews with some awesome superstars with WWE NXT UK. Kaylee Ray, Rampage Brown, NXT UK in the house. How nice is it to do interviews face to face once again? Isn't it a bit wild?
We're slowly getting there. Yeah. We're slowly getting there. Next step is crowds at shows.
Yeah, baby steps for now, and then crowds at shows. Yes, please.
I'm so excited.
How good has it been as being NXT UK talent? You know, we're so lucky because we can see it on the BT Sport app, WWE Network. NXT UK content gets regularly added to the YouTube channel as well. Do you notice or feel the sense that your body of work and everything has been witnessed now by a large and wider audience, and how great is it to have that wider access for fans to witness your work?
Yeah, no, especially for me, because when I started out, there was camcorder footage at best, you know. So doing all that, putting your body through all that kind of stuff for literally obviously we're wrestling for the house and we're wrestling for the, but to do that for so many years and not really kind of get anything to, one day go away and be like, hey, look, I was a wrestler once upon a time,
But even now, I feel like we all did have to go through all that to get what we've got today.
Yeah. For sure, yeah.
If me and the rest of the guys were grafted and you were doing it a lot longer than I was, I don't think WWE would have had the eyes that it has just now. So it's been a lot of hard years,
it has.
It's great that it's right there.
You two have been on such for people that haven't been following Journey, it's like you guys have been really representing the UK scene and for time beyond when WWE NXT was a thing. And it's great that now there's wider exposure. Starting with you, Rampage, just how great has it been to now being a part of NXT UK? Now we've got UK performance centres and whatnot. Just how useful, maybe for yourself or just for the UK scene in general, is it that we now have a centralised place where we can refine our talents, look after ourselves, what we have, we've got a great team over there. It's pretty cool, right?
It's phenomenal. It really is, especially where it's come from me starting out training on blue mats in a working man's club on a Sunday afternoon, to literally, so somebody that wants to pick up the job now and try to get into wrestling, they've got the performance centre to be able to. Because I started on the blue mats thinking, right, I'm starting here on the blue mats in Stoke-on-Trent, but I want to get to WrestleMania in New York or wherever it may be.
And at that point, that's so far away.
It's a million miles away.
Whereas now
it's pretty good.
It's right there for
it's obviously working because now we got the forever champion in the house, of course. And title or no title, I'm not messing with Rampage. That's not going to happen. It does
Give it time. Give it time.
I think he was robbed.
It was hard.
That choke was quite high. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but I don't want
it's
an illegal shot.
It's crazy how far, especially you two, have been doing it. On the independent scene up to here, hard hitting. That was brutal. But hey, look, there is always look at Drew, for example. Drew, the journey he had to become champion. Now we've got another Scottish champion here. Holding it down, it's like the target is on your head. The first thing I have to say to you is it's the first title I've seen in person. You've had it for over 600 days, if I believe. I'm sure you know the exact number, but
I've said this a few times. It would help if I knew the exact date today, which I don't.
The thing that blows me away when I see these championships, it looks like it's in pristine condition. Now, do you have to do any kind of maintenance? What's going on? How does it look as it is?
I polish the belt. I keep it clean. But apart from that, it's a pretty solid
There's no routine like special oils and whatnot.
I keep it polished.
You've got people to do that for you, right?
I've got people to do that for me. That keep it. And we've got a wee velvet bag goes inside that, keeps it all nice and.
See, it pays to be the champion.
Keep your title goods you respect your title, don't you?
It's you know, that's it, champ life.
I could do with a velvet bag to take care of me.
Yeah, God damn you, Walter, how dare you spoil this man's moment. But nevertheless, it's, you know, this is the beauty of this business. It's like, there's so many cycles, like we said, Drew has been on many amazing cycles. If you could click your fingers right now and say, I want to go up into a main roster pay-per-view, work a feud of whoever, it's just like, you know, the perfect situation scenario for yourselves, what would you pick and why? And whoever, you know.
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
I'd love to do something with
Oh,
Sheamus.
that'd be so good.
WrestleMania main event. Sheamus.
So you're the first to say
that'll do me.
WrestleMania out of the gang we've presented today. A lot of SummerSlams have been said.
If you're gonna do it,
Okay. So I'm going to go completely left field, and I'm going to say, give me myself, the NXT Women's Champion, the Raw Women's Champion, and the SmackDown Women's Champion, and let's put the four of us in a War Games match against the four Horsewomen.
Oh my God.
Because
That
we're
is
a new era and we have their titles.
You know,
so if
yeah.
they want us, they can come
I just
get
feel
us.
like the four horsewomen, you know, where all those kind
They're a
of
figurehead
these
for us.
all come together. Everyone's starting to get a bit touchy. They're wanting the gold back, and it makes sense. You know, there's.
So come ahead. Is basically what I'm saying.
I said to Trent and Tyler earlier, is I would want to go in car crash style. I want to be in a TLC. I want to make, you know, I want to make a.
Maybe if I was 10 years younger, maybe.
Longevity, not ideal. I remember when the Shield debuted and they went in at TLC, and I was like, this is like thug life. I was like, this is dangerous. If you could,
I think it's dangerous enough being in the ring with Sheamus. So, you know, I don't want to get booed in the face, but yeah. I'd rather get hit by a ladder than Sheamus.
I would just say work on the neck muscles because it's like any crash or landing, you need to be braced for that.
Plenty of that.
On Fox, WWE Twitter, they were asking fans to vote for who they'd want to be on a cover star of WWE 2K 2022. Fans wanted to see Drew McIntyre and Sasha Banks, which is cool and makes sense. Now, powers in your hand. Who would you pick from the NXT UK brand? But you can't say yourself because that's far too easy.
That's no fun.
It is fun. I know it's hard because, like, you know, we don't want to be putting anyone else over, but if, you know, we gotta. I'm sorry, I know.
Do you know what?
Okay.
I'll go with T-Bone.
Yeah.
T-Bone needs some love.
Right.
T-Bone needs some love, so I'd stick T-Bone on the front.
I know you go. You're
There you
it.
go.
Can
I
you
know
pick
it's
just
hard.
one? So just
I
name
know. After
one.
seeing everyone trying to fight for like the #1 contender spot for your championship, of course, it's not nice that everyone's queuing up in that way. But I don't know. Maybe there's no one. Who
From
knows?
NXT UK? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I am going to go with, I'm going to say Nina Samuels. Because
Nice.
everything needs more Nina.
I like that. It's kind of, you know. Well, respectfully, that's very good of you, champ, to be, you know, willing to put someone else over. Because when you are holding a title for that long, of course, it is what it is.
I mean, it's going to be me. It's going to be me. But Nina can have it if I'm not there, if I'm not available. You
Very
know?
kind of you. Very kind of you. We're
a team champion.
We got good people here. That's it. That's what we're all about. What we're all about is we're a sports channel, and we cover many different sports here on Alternative Sport. Of course, we're all lovers of WWE, but I want to know, what sports are you personally fans of? That, you know, you might be on a plane, and a bus with your mates, you go to the pub or whatever, and, you know, what do you chat about? What's the go-to sport that you personally love?
Me, football.
Football.
Love football.
That's the UK answer, and
That's
it's
it.
football.
It's from
Volga
Yorkshire,
Women's
right?
Club.
Is that
Yep.
right? And so what's it? Are we a Leeds or are we a Sheffield?
Leeds.
Bielsa, come on.
Hell yeah. So like I went to my first Leeds match when I was like, I think it was like 91, 92, and I had like Howard Wilkinson and all that kind of stuff. So it goes
OG
way
era, that's
back to
great.
yeah, massive Leeds fan, and obviously at the moment it's
It's
actually,
pretty sweet being a Leeds fan, right?
It's
not
great
like,
being a
not
Leeds
like the
fan at the
Liverpool
minute.
fan that's over there in the corner in our production crew. Shame on him.
Look at me.
they got lucky last night, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's looking good. Hey,
But it was against Man U, so I'm,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There you go.
Dre is loading it up. He
Hell
loves it.
yeah.
It's good to be a Liverpool fan again.
I'm about to split my fan base in Glasgow, but I'm Glasgow Celtic all the way.
So you and Noam Dar will probably had some interesting conversations.
Yeah, we
about-
did. Me and Piper Niven have had some interesting
territory,
conversations.
yeah,
Me and
I
Drew
mean, this is
McIntyre have had some interesting conversations, yeah.
It's
Especially this year, so it's a bit of a touchy
look,
subject for
It's been
me.
a tough year. Like the Liverpool fans are behind the camera.
Celtic are the forever champions anymore, so...
Yeah. Look, revenge is always on the cards, but, you know, I digress. Good luck to Celtic. Good luck to Leeds who are lauding it. Final little segment we like to do on our conversations with the talent we have here this thing called recommendations. We want to know the things that you are into that maybe, you know, one, that the audience might find, okay, we can relate with these absolute beasts over here, but also two, you know, like, hey, you should check it out. This is what I'm passionate, this is what I like. So first thing, is there a TV series, a Netflix series, or maybe like a docu-series that you're watching at the moment that you've been watching recently that you're into, or maybe something you've watched and you say, hey, you should go check it out if you haven't seen it?
So I'm going to flip it a little bit because I feel like we all watch and we binge and the other thingy, but I'm really into Red Dead just now.
Red Dead
really
Redemption.
playing Red Dead online, so
Yes.
come and join us, come and find us
Yes.
online and come and have a game and play. I'm PlayStation.
A majestic game as well.
You were you're a big fan of Red Dead as well, aren't you?
Huge fan of Red Dead Redemption.
But you're
I think so.
Xbox.
Yeah. Well, I got both, but like the online is on Xbox.
It's just like, I could write gaming questions for days because it's like I'm more of the kind of the dudes that have lived out, you know, the lockdowns playing too much Warzone. So Call of Duty has been my.
Found as well putting the chat on and just being able to chat to your friends as well and play
Yeah, we never, you know, we were together but alone. It was weird.
Yeah. So we're all through it.
Talking into
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
That's Mon's talking into things. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
And the final one from me, music. Podcasts. What are we listening to at the moment? If there is time to listen, what do you?
So I'm going to flip this again. Like,
Flipping
I'm not a big fan of podcasts. I wouldn't put a radio station on and just listen to somebody talk. So I feel like with podcasts, I end up zoning out, and I'm sorry, I don't pay attention.
Forever champ, forever wondering.
Music's better for me. I just listen this random. Put the playlist on, put something, let Spotify go to something like it and just find
on a
new
journey of
stuff.
discovery.
Yes.
I know, yeah, freedom. We're right away.
So I love the Phil Hayes show, Leeds United, and the Square Ball Hall, Leeds United.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They're my two that I always go to. But you know, I listen to the Joe DeFranco and things like that, a couple of fitness ones. But for the most part, two Leeds podcasts that lead the way
I like
for me.
that. I like it when you get those proper football fans in sport. Like, it's not like, you know, you just kind of part-time or whatever. Like, you're all in.
Oh, I'm all in
All
Leeds.
in.
All in Leeds United, yeah. Every time Leeds play, I have these, and they're a bit too small for me now, these lucky Leeds shorts that I always wear, yeah. The goalie shorts, and they're orange, and I always put them on. And even though it doesn't match anything, I will stand in front of the TV, just getting in the way of the TV. My missus is like, you look like you work the roads. You like, get that off. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's it. So Leeds fans, and you know, they've got to check in on Rampage and make sure he's wearing the shorts at every match. So
every match, lucky Leeds shorts. No, I didn't. So we was at the PC the other day, and I didn't get to put them on, and we beat Tottenham 3-1. So you know. I'm starting not to believe in the shorts anymore, to be honest.
I was going to say, if they had lost, it was all your fault.
If they lost, well, I was willing to take it was Tottenham, so I thought, you know, maybe give them a chance. You know?
All right, well, great. Well, Rampage Brown, Kaylee Ray, the champ, it's been great chatting to you, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
And there we have it. A huge shout out to those NXT UK superstars, openly chatting to us about all the crazy things we talk about. Shout out to Rampage Brown laughing at Dre, you being a Liverpool fan. So here's the Leeds Liverpool thing, all the classics.
We got to, and also we got to see the belt, and I got to touch the belt, which is great. Title. You're not allowed to say belt really in the bit, so they like to say championship or title.
Championship title. Got to get that jargon right, but nevertheless, it was pretty weighty, right? That was quite wild.
It was a lot heavier than I thought it would be. So I don't know if she walks around with that whole thing all the time, but you know what? It's amazing to see it in real life. Lucky. Kaylee Ray carrying that championship for almost, over 600 days. So that is pretty insane. It's pretty wild, but nevertheless, thank you WWE for making it happen. The Alternative Sports Show is on the road. It's mental. So here we are. Take care. Goodbye.